Since human beings first ventured into space, they have dreamed of being able to live on another planet. Among all the planets of the solar system, there is one that is considered one of the best targets for possible human colonization: Mars. Its surface conditions and the presence of water on Mars make it the most hospitable planet in the solar system, other than Earth.
Mars is the most similar planet in terms of environmental circumstances, and it is the one that has the most resources to support the human settlement.
Since the first close-up pictures of Mars by Mariner 4 in 1965, several NASA spacecraft voyages to the Red Planet have revealed a very familiar world.
If you look at the landscape on Mars, it looks like Australia or Arizona. It's a red-colored rocky desert with a lot of sand, and we have that in many places on the Earth.
Like Earth, Mars has polar ice caps and clouds in its atmosphere, seasonal weather patterns, dunes, mountains, canyons, and other recognizable features. This similarity of our neighbor planet to Earth have aroused the curiosity of the scientific community and kicked off a whole series of missions. Since the 1996 launching of the Mars Global Surveyor probe, NASA has developed the Mars Exploration Program. The goal of this program is to provide scientific information through a series of robotic orbiters, landers, and mobile laboratories. The first aim of that program was the program's science theme, Follow the Water, as the water is a key factor for life as we know it.
On Earth, there's a one-to-one connection between life and liquid water. And so instead of looking for life directly, NASA's doing with its partners the easier thing first, which is to look for water.
Several missions from 2001 to 2007 made progressive discoveries related to evidence of past and present water in the geologic record that make it possible to take the next steps toward finding evidence of life itself.
I want to find out if there is alien life there. And of course not big aliens, tiny little microbes, because it would be the first example of an alien form of life that we would find. And Mars is a good place to go look for that.
In 2011, NASA's Curiosity rover marked a transition between the themes of Follow the Water and Seek Signs of Life. In addition to landing in a place with past evidence of water, Curiosity was seeking evidence of organics, the chemical building blocks of life. Finally, the third phase of the NASA's Mars Exploration Program is to prepare for human exploration.
And that already started. We are already planning the human exploration of Mars. I personally hope that it will happen in maybe the late 2030s.
This first manned mission to Mars will mean a milestone for humankind, as was the 1969 moon mission. When this happens, we will be able to say that our path to the colonization of Mars will have started. Human beings' curiosity and passion for exploring new worlds knows no limits. We always want to go beyond our boundaries. The origin of this impulse answers the need of the species to find new habitats that encourage its development. Now, our next frontier is beyond the Earth. Space colonization is the next logical link in our evolution as a species. Beyond the Earth, there are a huge number of resources that we could benefit from to keep growing.
This is a way that the human population can grow and thrive for thousands of years. We can clean up the biosphere, and humanity can expand into the solar system.
Space expansion and colonization might be the beginning of a new era for humankind to reach an unprecedented level of development. In addition, it could be the only way to avoid its destruction by external causes or even self-destruction. The choice could be, as H.G. Wells said, the universe or nothing. Climate change has become a serious threat to our civilization, and we are already starting to suffer its first consequences. Another threat, the danger of an asteroid impacting our planet, is real, and depending on the size of the asteroid, the consequences could be catastrophic.
We have the probability that a big asteroid might hit the Earth, like it was done in the past when the dinosaurs died out.
It's not likely to happen tomorrow or even in our lifetimes, but it is definitely going to happen sooner or later, and so it would be best if we were prepared for that.
A permanent base beyond the Earth would guarantee not just an alternative home in case of need, but also access to a huge number of resources out there. Mars, due to its characteristics, is considered one of the best possible places for that future permanent base off Earth. Other places like the Moon or the asteroids are also considered possible targets when it comes to taking the first steps toward becoming a multi-planetary civilization. Several private companies are developing projects to extract resources and rocket propellant from asteroids. What is more, the discovery of water on the Moon has led to the development of concepts such as the Moon Village, proposed by ESA, the European Space Agency, to carry out activities based on the exploitation of resources and scientific research.